Hi guys, welcome back to another review of Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me tell you something. The first part of this reunion, stellar. Better than all 15 episodes that they aired of this entire season. There is so much that I think is on the cutting room floor. We're gonna get into it. What I want y'all to do is like the video, subscribe, comment, and let me know what y'all think about me commenting and reviewing on these wonderful ladies, except Karen in Potomac. Let's get into it. Now we are back. We are back with the second part. They came back from yet another break, and Andy is giving Mia a pep talk. A pep talk about her shame spiral, and you know, it's a lot going on, yada yada yada. She broke up with Ink, it's fresh, blah 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 blah. I honestly don't care. Her and her feet stomping up and down the hallway and coming back and forth. Girl, if you gonna go, go. Like, we don't need this temper tantrum that you're going for here, because you did that on purpose so somebody can come in that room and say, oh, please don't go. And Andy did that for you, so now you come back, right? Okay. So they return from break from the drama queen, right? And now we're talking about they are now going to talk about Ashley and her boyfriend, not boyfriend situation. And they did lightly step up on Giselle and her Nigerian, and she's saying that he's fine. Fine. So apparently her Nams, I'm going to call him Nams like she calls him Nams, and Idolatry Jack Harlow, they are buddy-buddy. And I don't know if it's because her kids are gone that Giselle found her freak and is ready to let the flag fly. I don't know. But when she said, did Josh send you off to New York with sperm? Me and Wendy had the same face, like, ew. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's gross. Like, I know y'all are all grown. I think all of them up there have kids except Kierna. But I mean, we know it's just weird and it's gross, and she got the Nicki Minaj nails. I don't know what she's into, but I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. So as Ashley goes into her little spiel, oh, we were hot and heavy, we just don't have any labels. Oh my God, whatever. Everybody was like, oh, well, you're going to work about your feet. No one cares. Her wig did actually look good at the reunion. Ashley never gets it right at the reunion, and most times she doesn't get it right in her confessionals either when it comes to her hair. But it looks nice. Even Andy said it looked nice. Giselle's hair looked like a rat's nest at the end, but, you know, whatever. Her dress was tea, so that took over. I digress. So Ashley goes on to her situation with Josh, and then Andy asks, you know, how do people feel? And then she had the nerve to say he felt really bad. He didn't understand why Wendy was talking to him like that when she said, and Wendy was like, he mad at me? First of all, let's pause and let's just say that this was the Wendy show. This second part was the Wendy show, okay? We're gonna call it what it was, because Wendy she gathered every single one of them, and I love it. I love that for her. She's my new favorite. However, Ashley goes on to this diatribe, this little stupid dribble that she's talking about, oh, how his feelings were, or all his friends are talking about why Wendy said that. It is a lateral move. You found another white boy to do whatever with, and you're not finding anything different. It is a lateral move. Wendy knows what that word means. Josh obviously knows what that word means, and he feels offended. Which he probably should, honestly, because yikes. And Wendy was like, girl, He'll get over it. It's not that serious. She was like, no, he was really, she was like, no, he was really hurt by that. And she was like, girl, the way you talked about my husband a few years ago, and you trying to tell me that his feelings are hurt because I called him Jack Harlow and it's a lateral move, he'll be all right. Wendy sealed it with a kiss, honey. She said, he'll be fine. I'm okay. He'll be fine. We're all okay. With my husband that I'm still married to, good luck with that. I said, Wendy is gathering these hoes. Wendy sealed it with a kiss and it was done. I didn't really like how Andy was I think he was a little bit annoyed with Wendy this episode. I think he was a little bit annoyed with Wendy because Wendy was taking over the reunion. It was the Wendy show and Andy was second fiddle, baby, and I don't think he liked it that. I don't think he liked it that. Wendy sealed it with a kiss. She's like, Dad, oh my God. Let me tell you something. I feel like Wendy she can play nice just like the rest of them, but don't come for me because I did not send for you. Because Andy was like, wasn't that Giselle that brought it? She was like, no, it was Ashley that brought it up on the TV about when they were talking about that blogger, how Eddie was out here supposedly cheating, right? And Giselle was like, yeah, and I got the brunt of it. Rightfully so, though, because it was you and Ashley. Wendy was like, I was mad at Ashley too. But Giselle was the one that was bucking up. So, again, Giselle didn't send for her. So she got it. And he was like, oh, Andy was like, all right, okay. I was like, why are you being so dismissive to Wendy and her feelings? All right, we're going to check you on that, Andy. We're going to check you on that. So, they went back and forth with all of that. And Wendy was like, y'all will be fine. I don't understand why Ashley talk about every single person and their marriage and their finances and everything else. And she talking about Josh and how his feelings was hurt. Please. So now we go to Kierna. Oh, Lord. Kierna and this man, I don't know, whatever. He did, first of all, they not together. Well, retraction. They are no longer living together, which is what they should have been doing in the first place. I guess she moved in with him for the show and thought that would, solidify her engagement, like push it up a little bit more. They out here looking for rings, so I guess he liked her. It didn't look like he liked her. He shut her up. He dismissed her feelings. And she's saying all of that happened because he wasn't comfortable on camera. Girl, if he was saying that he wants to support you and be on this show with you, then he should have did that. If he didn't want to do it, he should have said no. You could have called him on the phone. He didn't have to be on the screen. He didn't have to be on the screen. Like Mary Cosby in Salt Lake City, her husband said, I'm not filming. The end, period. Greg could have did that. Because if you go begrudgingly and be rude on national... Shout out to Cardi B. That man had you looking crazy on TV. Do you understand, Kierna? Do you understand? What we are seeing is probably a fifth of what probably is going on behind the doors whenever y'all share a room together. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. But to each his own. She defended him up and down, her and Andy. Oh, he's not comfortable on the screen. It's a lot to handle. And because of what happened last year, he really wasn't feeling it. But he came anyway, though. In the guise of, I'm going to support you. But he really wasn't support you. He made you look stupid on TV. I don't know. And then you moved out. Y'all are not living together. You're buying your own condo. And y'all still looking for rings. Okay. I guess. I don't know what to say about that, Kierna. I don't know what to say about that. Yikes. And then if you come back next season, what's going to happen? So now they go into Stacy and BJ, TJ, AJ, right? And I don't know, man. It's just Stacy is, I don't know. We're never ever gonna see the real Stacy, I feel. I think that she has studied. And she says the way that she navigated being a housewife, I'm gonna be that person. And it's gotta be Kenya. Because Kenya and or Phaedra. Because you never really know anything. Like in the beginning when Kenya started, she was very guarded. She was giving everything, but it wasn't real. Nothing Kenya was giving us was real. Phaedra, on the other hand, she gave you half truths. Like, girl, you're about to pop. You telling me you 6 months pregnant and you about to be induced? Stop. From that day on, I know Phaedra was a lie. So it has to be that Stacey studied. She's like, I'm gonna get TJ, AJ, BJ, KJ, and we are going to come up here and we're gonna tell everybody that you're a Christian, and that's the reason why we are not boinking. And let me tell you something. When Andy asked that question, if y'all did everything other than have sex, I don't believe her answer either. They did absolutely nothing together. Absolutely nothing other than that kiss that she tried to give him on screen where the both of them looked uncomfortable. The both of them looked like they didn't even want to touch skins. Like, Stacey, why are you coming to us with this? Get away from us with this. If you come back next season, you better come back with some truths. And whatever Eddie found out, you better hold that to your chest and come back and be like, and stand on it and say, yeah, I did that. We will respect you more, girl. We would respect you way more if you just stood on the truth that you try to perpetrate to us on this screen. So now we get into Vivian and the dress situation. I feel like the first reunion, the part 1, and Giselle was coming after Stacy. I now think that I understand why. Now I understand why a little bit that Giselle don't see it for Stacy. But she didn't see it for Stacy on the screen either. So I feel like Giselle got some type of intel on Stacy and was like keeping her head on a swivel. But Giselle also doesn't like new people. So I don't know. But the reunion, she definitely got intel, and she was gunning for Stacy. Like anytime Stacy said anything, she was like, "Are you sure? Is it? Blah 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 blah." I know I've never seen her ears. And Stacy, you've been cute in your confessionals, right? Gorgeous, beautiful gowns, makeup, tea. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna come to this reunion with a wig with no part? I'm very upset about that. I am very upset about that. And quite as a kept, I didn't really see anything wrong with her wig in the last episode, the season finale. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. I don't know. It's just me. It's probably just me. I thought it was cute. I didn't like her dress. I didn't like it when Ashley had it on either when they did that flashback. Now back to these dresses. Stacey, I don't know what your gripe is, but I feel like Vivian ain't the one, and she definitely responded to you on the interwebs, and I think you're gonna have to eat some humble pie, baby, because Vivian said you brought them dresses funky. You absolutely knew that Ashley wore that dress before and insisted to wear it. You had a dress, Vivian custom a dress for you for your event, and you were like, nah, I don't want that. And Giselle buying the dress and then giving it to Wendy, I don't know what that is. Hopefully she dry cleaned it before she gave it to Wendy, but Wendy is not gonna wear that. Because Wendy is telling all these ladies, y'all are wearing everything that I've already worn. I am, imitation is the biggest flattery. It was a Wendy show. Do you hear me? It was a Wendy show. So Stacey said F Vivian, and Vivian is not the one, nor the two, nor the three, actually. And I honestly want to see Vivian on this show. Like, show her the same way y'all showed her now. She don't got to be a friend of. She probably don't need the money. And I would, because Vivian looked like she wanted champ. The way that she responded to Stacey, The way that she responded to Stacey, it made me seem like she wants a champagne flute. They say that she was offered. I don't know how true that is, and she declined, or the time wasn't right. I don't know, but it seems like all the ladies know Vivian. And Stacey wanted to get in where she fit in, and then tried to flip the script, and then got burned. Stacey. I don't know, babe. I don't know. Next year you got to come back with something else. Because you know what? I don't mind all of them coming back. Now, Kierna, I'm on the fence with, because she was definitely a last minute placement. I would have rather seen Jassy. I keep calling her Jazzy. I would rather have seen Jassy. Like, honestly, and her tea and her side chick business, I would have liked to have seen that and a little bit more, because obviously that man liked her a little bit to marry her. I guess. But Kierna, I don't know if you got to drop Greg or just don't bring him back with you and just say leave him in the background, because I don't know. All right, so Jackie comes out. Oh, even before Jackie coming out. Oh, God. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so Jacqueline comes out with her belly. She's due in May. Good for you. She was literally on the couch, and I forgot that she was there, just like this entire season. So we are not. And the way that when they talked to Mia, the way that they captured her facial expressions when they asked the questions and Mia's responses, it looks like Jacqueline found somebody, a man that she can be herself with, and she don't need Mia no more. The whole situation between Mia and Jacqueline, it makes me feel like Jacqueline is finally seeing that Mia is very a hyperbolic person, and she lives on the lies that she tells. And when she gets caught in the lies, she's just like, so what? I mean, what else can you say? What else can you say? Because what we've seen for the past however many years she's been on our screen. Now we get back to Mia. Mia is just, I don't know what her issue is. And we're going to get to Mia now. And you know how I can go on about Mia. I am going to try my best to concise all the thoughts that I have in my mind in regards to the reunion. My first thing I want to say, that I want to say about Mia and Giselle and what Mia said about her kids, she should apologize again on that couch. She should apologize again. You need to understand that you could come for Giselle. Giselle can take it and she can give it right back to you. Don't talk about nobody's kids. The reason why people are talking about your kids, Mia, is because you brought your son's paternity on the screen. You're going to say it wasn't me. It was Gordon. But again, like I've always said throughout this whole season, Ink, Gordon, and yourself, Mia, the three of y'all are in cahoots with this nasty situation that y'all doing to Jeremiah. And when he does grow up and realize that he was part of a storyline, I don't know, he's probably going to forgive his mama. Who knows? We don't know. But he's going to feel a way about it. Because if every person that's watching this show, you made Essence do an op-ed, Mia, about you and putting your son on Front Street. And then somebody I did not even realize you're going to talk about divorce for the first time on national TV to your preteens. That's wild crazy. That's wild crazy. The fact that you didn't grow up with a mother or even like a household where was love lived. You did not live that way. I don't know. I don't understand why you wouldn't give that to your children. Because what you are doing now is so harmful to your children's psyche that your daughter had to say, if you and daddy are getting a divorce, you cannot marry Mr. Ink. Your children are not dumb. I know you know your children are not dumb. And me agreed with Giselle Bryant. Dare I? You are being a terrible mother. I made mistakes. Okay, so then when somebody tells you that you made a mistake, sit in it. Don't go off stomping with your big old feet. I mean, you are a child. You are a child throwing a tantrum, taking care of children. You and Gordon did this. Now, I am never, ever going to give Gordon a pass. I don't know if I'm going to be the only one. I do not believe that he was diagnosed with bipolar 1. I don't believe it. I feel like Wendy tries to give these ladies grace, but she's always going to tell the truth. She said, Ink is a nice person. When you come out here, and he probably agreed, and he was on camera, and blah, 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 blah. Mia, you did not respect Gordon's. And every time something comes up, you want to say that he's in mania. I don't know what bipolar 1 looks like. I did not research it. I just feel like she uses that as an excuse for a cop-out for herself and her bad parenting. And I'm going to call it out. This portion of what she's showing us is bad parenting. It's not protecting your children. It's not protecting your children. I could have bad parenting skills or moments as well. All parents could have bad parenting moments. This is your bad parenting moment, Mia. It is. And you are upset at Giselle and everybody else for calling you out on it, and then you want to storm off. Bye. Go. It's okay. Go ahead. Bye. Like, go. Step off. It's all right. Because it's just so contrived that you are just going to walk away. Nobody's going to come after you this time. I hope not. I hope she takes her mics off, put on her whatever, and go wherever she going to go. Go back to Atlanta. Giselle was really gunning for, she was like, you don't live in Potomac, you don't live in the DMV, you live in Atlanta with Ink. So I don't believe y'all broke up, not one slice. Then Mia got the nerves to say, I am getting a divorce. We are in the final weeks of our divorce. The final weeks, Mia? Girl, you are not getting a divorce. You're not. Gordon said it to, what is that man's name? Lord, have more. Karen's husband, Ray. He was like, if we're going to be, like, what's the point of getting a divorce? Like, we could live like this. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like Gordon still has a stronghold on Mia. I think he does. Again, Gordon is not innocent. I believe Ink just a little bit that Gordon is still in charge of what Mia does, and she crosses that line back and forth with the both of them. And then she had the nerve to say it worked out for my previous, because my Gordon and her 16-year-old son's father, they're cool. But you guys weren't on TV. You didn't put your son on TV. We don't care what Gordon and Ink doing. If Gordon told you to your face and on camera he don't want to film with him, he don't want to film with him. Like, what is the problem? Now, Kierna said that was elder abuse. I almost screamed. It almost looked like elder abuse. Girl, Gordon is not being abused. He is not being abused. He is a willing participant in this mess. Kierna tripped me out. It seemed like elder abuse. So back to Wendy. Wendy definitely had everybody point. She is speaking for us. She's speaking for me. It seems like whatever that you tried to do on this screen, it blew up on your face, and now you are trying to backpedal and do whatever it is that you can to make yourself look good instead of thinking about your kids. Anyway, that was that. What was Jacqueline doing the whole time? She wasn't defending her friend. Did y'all peep that? She was not defending her friend, not one slice. Why not? Why weren't you defending her, Jackie? Huh? Okay, whatever. Their relationship was always weird to me anyway. So there's that. That was the reunion, guys. That was the Wendy show. And it ended on the Wendy show as well. Because as soon as they stood up on them tight dresses and, you know, walking around. I watched Bonnie Scott's recap. Shout out to Bonnie Scott. I love her. She makes me laugh. She felt the same way. I thought I was the only one that thought that, you know, that, because you know who gave it away? You know what? The both of them gave it away. Eddie is not he's a good lawyer, but he may not be the best actor. Because he was like, yo, you wanna call TJ? Let's call TJ. Let's see where he's at. Y'all been there for hours already. I don't know when this portion of this thing was filmed. We don't know. Because, you know, they cut and slice the reunion, blah, 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 blah. Right? It's an edited show. He was like, let's see where TJ's at, guys. And it looked so rehearsed. It looked so rehearsed. And I don't know who told them to call. I don't know if a producer told them to call or Eddie, because Greg, I don't know. Let's call TJ. Let's see where he's at. Somebody had to tell him to call. Somebody. Because I don't really see Eddie talking to TJ like that. Maybe he got his number in his phone. I don't know. But then TJ talking about, I'm not going to that reunion with them fake ass people and that fake show. The fake show that you wanted to be a part of. The fake show that you wanted to be a part of, honey. Please, give me a break. Now, you know, they chopped and screwed it. Quiet as it kept. They said that, you know, Stacey paid for TJ. We don't know if that's what they said. We're going to find out this Sunday. But, you know, I just thought that scene was great TV. They should have rehearsed a little more. I don't know. It just seemed so rehearsed. It seemed so rehearsed. Or it's like they called already and was like, okay, we're gonna call him back and we're gonna get it on camera. That's what it felt like. Yeah, and that was the reunion. That was AKA the Wendy show. That was the end of the reunion, honey. Oh, and I forgot to say, Stacey, and when they were on Stacey and TJ's relationship, she was like, yeah, we broke up during the holiday season, and when me and my family watched it back, it just seemed like he was just so rude. Girl, you was there in real time. You were there in real time. You didn't see how he talked to you? Y'all didn't see? You didn't like that man. Anyway, make these people stress me out. Stacey, no one believes you. At first I did. I really liked Stacey, and I defended her. Her, not TJ. Defended her, not TJ. About maybe she don't really know him for real and she wanted to get to know him and blah, blah, blah. Like, I was really giving her grace. But girl, you showed your whole behind. And now we see what you really are. A liar. And you see how Mia's handling. You see how the lies put Mia in this place. Girl, don't go down that road, Stacey. Don't go down that road. I just feel like this was one of the best reunions, like pound for pound. Like part 1, part 2, boom, boom. And it's so sad because the season was so mediocre. The season was so blah that I'm kind of glad that all of them are checked in, and I'm kind of glad that they are giving us what we should have gotten the entire way through. The entire way through. But this is what it is, y'all. The Wendy show has ended. We're going to wait for the Wendy show to come back this upcoming Sunday. And again, tell me what you feel. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Be cute in the comments. Don't be mean. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.